Hello everyone, today I want to show you how to make the wattle stitch. This is a very beginner friendly and easy to follow tutorial, and this stitch has an incredible texture that is suitable for any project. So let's start with a 5mm crochet hook that I will be using today for this tutorial. It's because of the yarn that I'm using that is quite chunky. And let's take our yarn and make a slip knot to just be able to start our chain, our foundation chain for the project. This stitch requires a pattern, and our pattern will be made by chains in multiples of 3. So I will be chaining in multiples of 3 until I have the length that I want for my project. In this case, it will be a small project because I want to be able to show you all the steps from the beginning until the end of the row without keeping you here for hours. I want this to be a quick and easy tutorial for all of you, so you can learn this amazing stitch and you can use it then in your future projects. So here I'm finished with my foundation chain in multiples of 3. If you look at your chain, now that we start working in it, we will need to be working in the second chain from the hook. However, I will be working into the back bumps of the chain. You can use any part of the chain that you want, but I will be using these back bumps because I think it gives a clearer finish. And into the second chain, I will be working a single crochet. So this is our first stitch, and this is not really part of the pattern, but now we will start with the wattle stitch. So into the next chain, insert your hook and work a single crochet. Now work a chain 1 and into the same chain where you just made your single crochet, work a double crochet. So just yarn over, pull through, then pull through 2 and pull through the last 2. And that's your wattle stitch. Now skip 2 chains and into the third chain work a single crochet again, then chain 1 and work into the same chain a double crochet. And that's your second wattle stitch. Now skip 2 again and into the third work again a single crochet, chain 1 and the double crochet into the same chain. So yarn over and pull through 2 and pull through the last 2, and continue like this until you reach the end of the row. I'm almost at the end, so I will be doing this with you. So chain 1 and double crochet. You can also skip and go to the end of the row if you are already comfortable with this pattern, but I will keep working for whoever needs to see more of this pattern. So we're now at the end. We will skip 2 and into the last chain work 1 single crochet only. So at the beginning and at the end of the rows, you will need to work 1 single crochet, and that's your first row done. To to start the second row, chain 1 and turn your work. And again, as we said, every row will start and end with a single crochet. So start with your single crochet into the first stitch. Then we will be working into the chain 1 spaces from the row below. So look for the chain 1 spaces. Here's mine. And into those spaces we will be working a single crochet, chain 1, and a double crochet into the same chain 1 space from the row below. And that's how you start your pattern repeat row, which means that this row will be repeated over and over again until you reach the end of your project. So in each chain 1 space we will be working a wattle stitch, which again, for whoever needs to repeat this with me, it's a single crochet, a chain 1 and a double crochet, all into the same space, which will always be from the second row on the chain 1 space that you created in the row below the one where you are working into. So we are approaching the end. This is our last chain 1 space of the row. So we will be working a wattle stitch into the last chain 1 space. And then to conclude the row, we will be working a single crochet into the last stitch, which is a single crochet from the row below. So just work your single crochet, and that is your second row done. So this will always be the same, chain 1 and turn. From now on, this will be what you will need to do. So chain 1 and turn and work a single crochet into the first stitch of this new row. Find your chain 1 spaces from the row below and work your wattle stitches into those chain 1 spaces, and work in every single chain 1 space that you find throughout your row. Sometimes it might be a bit difficult to find them, but just pull your work apart and you will clearly see the space that the chain 1 is creating in the row below. So just keep working into those chain 1 spaces and make your wattle stitches across the row. So here I am doing the last few wattle stitches to reach the end, and this would be the last one for my project. So concluding with the double crochet. And now to finish the row, again, don't forget to work a single crochet into the last stitch of the row. And that's it. I hope this was useful, and if you liked this tutorial, please let me know in the comments, and give me a follow if you want to see more tutorials like this. Thank you for watching.